Hi guys, so I've got a journal flip through video to share with you today. This one is really old. Well, it's been on the go for a few years now. This is probably one of my favourite ever journals. It's a Sea White of Brighton, which I'm a massive lover of Sea White of Brighton anyway. I use their sketchbooks all the time, but the reason this is like one of my favourites is the shape of it. Absolutely flipping love the square, and I've loved working in it, and I'm definitely going to buy another one because it is awesome. This was I've actually got quite a few pages left in it. But the reason I'm calling it done is because it had a little accident. I don't know if you can tell, but it's really warped, and obviously the spine is cracking because there was a spillage in the village. My journal was on my desk, my daughter was using my desk, I had pots of water on my desk and they got spilt, and so it's all warped, and unfortunately has kind of affected a couple of the first journal pages, as you can see, so it has kind of suffered a bit, but you know, it's okay. So I started this journal in September 2018. So yeah, it's been a little while, isn't it? So September 2018 to 2019, 2020, so like 2.5 years. If I'm honest with you guys, I don't journal anywhere near as much as I used to, which is a real shame. But I don't know, I kind of juggle all the things, and I like to read and all that sort of stuff in the evening, and I'm tired and I've got kids, and yeah, so basically I don't journal as much as I used to, or would perhaps like to, but that's why this has lasted me so long. But also I do create in other places as well, like other sketchbooks and things, so it's not as though I don't have like other things on the go. So yeah, because it's all got warped, so as you can see, like the ink has kind of all smudged, and the glue on these have kind of like come off, so I need to do some repair work on this. Also, most of the artwork that in here, particularly like the later stuff, is pretty much all Patreon videos, like Patreon tutorials and things. So yeah, this was a little thing I did for autumn. So I love drawing my fungi, which I might do some more of for some like future collections. Like, yeah, the glue's come off of here, look. Oh wow. These things are all like little magazine, I think they were from a magazine clippings. It was all about autumn, and I can't remember where it was from, the magazine it was from, and I can't remember who wrote it, but I just felt like it kind of really resonated with me, so that's why I used it. My favourite fox mug. This fox, I actually ended up like changing a bit, but then running it as a tutorial at a planner event. So this was kind of like a bit of a test piece. So yeah, like the ink is like, because it's got watered, it's all kind of smudged over, but you know, it's okay. It's just kind of like shows the test of time. I'm gonna fix all these gluey bits, but there's nothing I can really do about these, and I'm just gonna like leave it and call it history. I really enjoyed making this one as well. A little pumpkin and a black cat. So a lot of stuff around autumn. This has got washi tape on it to hide some of the journaling a bit. This was a this in your style challenge on Instagram. So yeah, look at all this ink that's just kind of like, oh, it does make me a bit sad. But you know, it's okay. So yeah, as you can see, I like drawing little characters. Always about the characters. So Tyndall's is an art shop in Cambridge, which I love going to whenever we go to Cambridge. They had a leaflet about Inktober. I already knew about Inktober, but they had a leaflet with all the 2018 official prompts on, so I just taped that in the journal, and I got up to number 3, but then I kind of gave up. So this was number 2. This is what I did for Tranquil. This one. This is what I tried to do for Poisoned, which was Snow White and the Apple, but I gave up on it because my ink all started to bleed. I didn't leave it to dry properly and my ink bled, and then I got upset with myself and I tried to fix it and I kind of made it worse, and I just absolutely hated it, and so I kind of like gave up on it. And this was the prompt for roasted. We call our eldest daughter, and she is now, we call her Mole, or the Muddy Mole. She's got her own Etsy and her own Instagram as the Muddy Mole, and she really likes toasting marshmallows, and I think the prompt was roasted or toasted. Roasted, yeah, the prompt was roasted, so I did her little mole roasting a marshmallow. This was a photo I took of conkers, or buckeyes as you know them in the States, and just made it big to stick, and made it as a background paper for an autumnal walk. There's my conker, my little conker. Vellum. Love the sound of crinkly vellum. This hasn't really been too badly damaged water-wise from here on in, I think. It's pretty much survived. There's a couple of little marks, but it doesn't really matter. So yeah, and a couple of pages here, like all about autumn, like, and conkers. There's quite a few pages on autumn and conkers. So most of the things that I use in my journal, like, not always the washi, but like the tabs, the stickers, the die cuts, the papers, they're all ones that I've designed and that I sell. I tend to use my own stuff quite a lot. I love using tabs. Like, people often ask me why I design a lot of tabs. I love tabs for, like, to indicate like a movable piece. Like, I put them there, and yeah. So I really like looking over old journals. Blackberry picking. See, you can tell I did a lot this autumn, and then after that it kind of dwindled off. So you see I've got a tab here, look, and that denotes that it's a movable page. So documenting our blackberry crumble. Cold hands, warm tea, of course. A fox mug again. This is a tea bag packet. That is actually the thing that came off the tea, which is really annoying because it's wild apple and cinnamon, but they made it a green tag. They need to know that I'm going to use this in my journal, so it should have been orange. And this Taylor's spiced apple infusion is just amazing. So I used the tea bag and then made a little tag, tea drinking season. So yeah, I used the tab again to denote that it's got like a interactive piece. Bit of personal journaling there. This is Millie and this is Marmalade. They both went on to have their own collection made, and became like a standalone collection of Millie and Marmalade for Halloween. There's Marmalade again. Marmalade the cat. just like playing and stuff. So yeah, so we're on to Halloween now. Pumpkin picking. I've got a pumpkin on my head. Took a photo like that. So I draw myself with a pumpkin on my head. Some pumpkin drawings that I did in another book. I think I did these I think these are part of a Patreon tutorial actually, and they're in a different book, but I liked them, so I ripped them out and put them in here. And this one, see, look, all the water, it's like bled onto that page. My tower of pumpkins. I like this one, I think, the best. This pumpkin here. I quite like them all, to be honest. So yeah, my pumpkins. Halloween. Oh, this is my daughter's handprint that I made into like a spider's web. Bonfire night, fireworks night, so pictures of us with our bonfire, and this is all of us roasting a marshmallow. So this is me, this is John, this is our daughter. Obviously we have 2 daughters now, but not then. A sloth. There's two sloths in this journal actually. Avocado, I do love my avocados. I was playing around with doing like a jungle-y themed collection, which is what I drew him for, and it never came of anything. But I'm now wondering, because I do really like him, I'm now wondering whether like now is the time to kind of now is the time to resurrect that again. Oh, these were definitely Patreon tutorials, and the background of this was created using nail varnish. Yeah, and inks. This is done using inks. Don't know. This was a drawing I did somewhere else. Something. Clearly that's something on my mind. That just ended up getting stuck in. Playing around with magazine stuff. I don't know what's happened here. It's all gone absolutely crazy. Feather. Super Blood Wolf Moon. So this was January 2019. This we used to do it on my Patreon. We don't do it anymore. We used to have a book club where we'd read a book 1 month and then we'd have discussion points and we'd do like art journal pages. It kind of fizzled out because there weren't really that many participants in it, so I kind of stopped it because you can't really discuss a book when it's just you reading the book, if you see what I mean. I know some people like missed it and like they just used to kind of like just watching the journal page that I did based on the book that we'd read. But yeah, it was kind of hard work just sort of talking to yourself. Yeah, but this was the journal spread I did based on the book called Ink by Alice Broadway. Look at all this water, all this, well, it's got ruined. This was a journal page based on the binding. Not so great, to be honest, but it was kind of, I had mixed feelings on the book, so that's the book cover in there. Bit of an abstracty one. Choose you. I drew this mermaid for testing the inks from Nova, and then I ended up sticking it in my journal because I don't know why, but I did it on a different piece. I did it on a different piece of paper. But look, her face has gone all mottled on her body. Ah. Never leave pots of water on your desk, eh? I suppose is the thing there. Oh, my drawing of Paddington. Yeah, we were doing a project on Paddington and London with my daughter, and she coloured some pictures in of Paddington, and I drew a picture of Paddington. This is her handiwork. If I leave my journals laying around, they do tend to get drawn on. So this was my eldest daughter, and this happened the other day by my youngest daughter. So yeah, mental note, like, don't leave, I can't leave my journals hanging around unless I expect them to be drawn in. Which, like, generally speaking, I don't mind like this because it gets to preserve her doodles. This I do kind of mind because this was like sketches for collections. Luckily, totally luckily, I'd already photographed all these, so I already had them before they got drawn all over. Yeah, it's like quite a few pages. And then a little face. I just love this expression though. How cute is that? So August 2019. It's my Florence Tinker Bunny. The Harvest Moon. This, I think, is probably one of my most favourite Patreon tutorials, the snow globe. So the design is on this page, and then this page is cut out and we painted this. So yeah, the snow globe, one of my favourites. This is so heavily textured and these pages are so thick. So we're into February 2020 now. Sketch. So I think I sort of like, I guess like a lot of people, my creativity hit a bit of a wall a bit when we kind of like went into lockdown and stuff. So there we go. Processing of emotions, I think this page was. Abstracts. Rainbow. Oh, this was a there's more rainbows. More rainbows. This is a tutorial I did for children on my YouTube video using a fork to make a chick. And this was also a YouTube thing. There's my second sloth, look. I love drawing sloths. Another drawing from my daughter. Like sometimes things never even go anywhere, you know. Painting calm, relaxing nature pieces. Oh, this one got drawn onto. So this is the a version, like the upgraded version of this. And it was this that I ended up doing as a tutorial. And yes, it got enhanced with blue crayon. Oh well. Oh, I think he went a bit wonky. Yeah, that was that. This was a course that we did at Christmas time. Oh, who was it from? It was from Art History Kids, I think. It was based on the Nutcracker. So this, we had to listen to the Nutcracker by Duke Ellington and then paint an abstract piece based on what we were listening to. So this was mine, and this is a photograph of my daughter's, which is so beautiful, and I'm so jealous. Yeah, so this is more of the Nutcracker course. And that's just my Christmassy thing. Yeah, it's just that was just a Christmas pudding. That wasn't anything specific. My Nutcracker. More Nutcracker inspired. More Nutcracker inspired. It's supposed to be a snowflake ballerina. This was a Patreon tutorial. I had a request for a snow leopard, which I've never done before. And this you would have seen on YouTube recently. This was my birthday page, and that's pretty much it. Oh no, there's one more thing I think in here. Learning curve. This was a March Meet the Maker prompt on Instagram, and that's it. Yeah, so there's quite a few pages, but I'm calling it done because this can't really take much more. So on to pastures, new guys. Oh, and I've got my fangirl sticker on the front of my journal. So thanks for watching. Bye.